Hello and welcome to another edition of Classroom Chronicle. I'm your host, Pete Braley. When you think of summer and you think of school, a lot of people think recess, time to go to the beach, swim in the pool, or back in my day, bike with your buddies all day, maybe go to the park. But for some students, that means summer school, and we're here today to learn more about it. We are visiting with Heidi Lima, and we're here at the Renaissance School, right, which is adjacent to the Gomes School, for
Correct.
people wondering where we are.
Correct.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having me.
So I have to ask you right off the bat, back in my day when we thought of summer school, we thought, oh, my grades are bad, I got to go to summer school. And it was, kind of like you were really dreading going to summer school. It's not that way anymore, is it?
No, it's not that way at all. Our summer school programs are intended to give students fun experiences while learning. We base a lot of our programs on project-based learning, where students they're fully immersed into projects that are meaningful to them, their families, their community, their culture, and they're also learning through literacy and math and science and social studies. So our number one goal is to make learning fun while giving students everything that they need individually.
Is it a lot different from what they do, say, September through June?
A lot of it is different. We have this formula of, you have your ELA classes, you have your math classes, your science, your social studies, but in the summer we mix everything into one. So students might be using reading and writing while they're learning about their own individual cultures. So it's very different.
You sneak something in. They're learning two things at once.
Sneaky learning, always, always.
So how long is the day? I mean, do they have a chance to get out and enjoy the summer?
They do. They do. Our main programs are running 8 to 12. Students are also provided with lunches at the end of their day. We do have some schools that run through the 21st century. It's a grant from the Department of Education, and so those schools may have a longer day. For example, Gomes next door is running 8 to 2:30.
Okay. And how do you deal with the heat? I mean, summertime often brings heat waves.
Yes. Some of our buildings have air conditioning and some of our buildings do not. So this summer especially, it's been a bit of a challenge. So we have some spaces within schools that have air conditioning that we rotate students throughout the day. You get a nice breeze if you're near the ocean, so keeping some of those windows open to get the breezes in. We provide students with bottled water, everything that they need to stay hydrated, take breaks as needed, and do all that.
Where does summer school take place? Does it take place at various schools in the city? Or, I mean, who do you have here? Just the community kids?
No, we've actually regionalized our summer programming. So in order to utilize less buildings, we have students who are coming from maybe like 3 or 4 schools to one location. As those are for the district programs. The 21st century programs are school-based.
Okay. Do you get any time off? I mean, are you working all year and then all summer too?
My position is a year-round position as the out-of-school time manager for the district. But teachers, we usually run through the month of July. So teachers have a little bit of time before and some time after, and same for the students. So they still have time to do things with their families, but we keep the learning going during the summer.
What is your title? I should have said it at the beginning.
Sure, I'm the out-of-school time manager for New Bedford Public Schools.
Out-of-school time manager.
It's a brand new position.
Okay.
Yes, just started July 1st.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And are you from the area?
I am. I grew up and still live in Dartmouth. I was also a teacher at the Gomes School for 9 years. So I've been in the district. This will be my 10th year starting.
All right. Well, can we meet some of the kids and see what they're doing?
Absolutely. Let's
right.
do it.
We're visiting with some of the students now here at the Renaissance School, the summer school project program. And one of the projects they've been working on is about Roberto Clemente, the famous star for the Pittsburgh Pirates. So who do I have here? What is your name?
JL.
JL and?
Malik.
Malik. Okay, so what was the prize? I see you have the book there. Did you start off by reading that book? Mm-hmm. Okay. And what did you learn about Roberto?
He was a very famous baseball player, but when he was growing up, he was really poor, and he worked in a sugar field.
Okay. And did you read a lot about his baseball career?
Yes, we read lots. Like, he was homeless when he grew up. I mean, when he was little. Mm-hmm. He didn't have nothing. He didn't have a baseball bat. But he got a stick, and he started building a baseball bat on his own from, like, a stick.
Do you play baseball?
No, but I practice baseball. But next year I will be trying the outfit.
Can you imagine playing with a stick and not being able to just go to the sporting store and buy a baseball bat and a glove?
No.
Yeah. What else did you learn about Roberto?
He was a very famous baseball player, and there's actually a award named after him.
What's that?
Roberto Clemente. I forgot the rest.
The Roberto Clemente Award?
Yes.
Yeah. So why do you think they have that award? Is it for being the best baseball player, or he was a great guy besides baseball, wasn't he?
Yes. He worked very hard on trying to win a lot of awards, and he was a really good baseball player.
Right. And besides baseball, didn't he help people back at home?
Yes, he did.
What did he do?
Once a hurricane hit one of the towns, and he was on his way to go there with a load of things for them, but he died in a plane crash.
Plane crash. He was on his way to help people, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, I got a secret for you. I'm so old, I saw him play baseball. I love the look on your face. So what, you did this project. I walked in and I saw all the Pittsburgh Pirate hats, and I was surprised to see that here in Red Sox country. But you learned a lot about his life and what he did to help. Yeah.
Yes.
Tell me about, do you like coming here in the summer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah? What do you like about it?
There's lots of friends that you can make, and the math is fun to me.
The math is fun. You like math?
Yeah.
Do you like math?
Yes.
Yeah? What about you? What do you like about coming here?
Probably meeting new teachers and new friends.
Okay. You're about to go into third grade, right? At what school?
Taylor.
Taylor? And are you also a Taylor?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope you have a great year. And do you still have some time left to have some fun this summer?
Yep.
Okay. Thanks for talking to us.
You're welcome.
Our next guest is Christina Noel Mata. And thank you for taking the time to talk to us on this
Absolutely.
On this summer day here at the summer school.
My pleasure.
What is your role here? What is your title?
I am the site coordinator for summer school, specifically at this particular site. It's Renaissance School.
The site coordinator. So that
Yes.
kind of sounds like you do everything.
So what I helped do was just make sure all the students are who have applied from the surrounding schools. So the schools that come to Renaissance were DeVal's, Condon, Taylor School, and Renaissance School.
Okay.
Yes.
And how do they apply to come here? How are they chosen?
So usually all of the schools identify students who have a higher need, but because summer school has changed, many of our families want to send their students to summer school. So to increase, just language exposure, many of our students are English language learners, so that we want them to continue practicing English language in the natural setting with their peers. Many of our families also want just continued support with, reading, writing, and math. So usually we'll start, it's a tiered system. So we have our students that we definitely want to come, and then we have it just pretty much open to any families who would like to send their children to summer school.
And are we just elementary age? Is that what this is?
Specifically here at Renaissance, it is all the students that were entering first grade, second grade, and third grade.
Oh, okay. So
Yes.
the lower grades.
Yes, the lower grades.
And I would think that this is really a benefit to students who are maybe English isn't the main language in the house, right? So
Absolutely.
if you think summertime, they're home for 8 weeks listening to Creole, Spanish, whatever the language is, this is a help for them.
Right, absolutely. Yes, many of our level 1 English language speakers who have limited English are all invited to attend summer school. So specifically at this school, we have many of our level 1 students who speak only Spanish, and here they get to practice, speaking English with their peers. Like I said, I have a student here who is helping me, improve my Spanish. So he talks to me in English, and I talk to him in Spanish. So it's just a wonderful opportunity for everyone.
Now, I know this doesn't come together like the week before it starts.
Right.
When does the planning, when does all of the selecting the students, when does that all take place?
So sometime in the spring, our schools, sort of have this fair to just sort of highlight what we want to happen in the summer. And then right around, later towards the end of the school year, we send out flyers for our families, just making sure, they want to have their children come to summer school. So they fill out a form, they send it back to their schools. And then from there, we gather all of the names, we put it in a database, and we identify who are the families that definitely want to come. We also want to make sure transportation isn't an issue for our families. So we provide busing from their main school. So all of the students from Condon, Duval, and Taylor School were able to walk to their school and then get a bus here to Renaissance.
Okay.
And they also get busing home.
Okay.
And if families don't want to have their students ride the bus, they're able to, drop them off and pick them off as well.
Right.
And another positive thing is that, students are able to eat breakfast here. And so when they come in, we have breakfast ready for them. They sit and they get to chat with their peers, and then they move into, about 20 minutes or so, they move into their learning. And then at the end of the day, we also provide lunch for our families. For students who don't, who can bring a lunch, sometimes they'd like to take an extra lunch home. That's an option too. It's just a good opportunity, so we don't have to worry about, if they're hungry or anything like that.
Somebody mentioned field trips today. Is that something that takes place a few times?
Yes. So, we have sort of like water play or walking field trips. At this school, we didn't have it this year, but in the past, there has been walking field trips to Buttonwood Zoo, the Whaling Museum. It depends on, whether or not that site in particular, the proximity to whether, that particular site. So here at Renaissance, we decided to stay local. It's planned where they wanted to do project-based learning. And so we have some of our classrooms doing different types of projects based on, for example, and I'm sure that you'll be able to hear and talk from them, but the baseball player, Roberto Clemente.
Oh.
And they focused on, just kind of reading about this particular individual, and then they were able to write about him and, investigate facts about him. So it's really fun. And then also we have, what is new is we have specials. So we have art and gym, and students get to move from their classroom.
Okay. So they're not in the same place all day.
Right. And so behind us, this is a mural that, is sort of a collaborative joint project with the teacher and the art teacher, and even the ESL teacher. So another thing that we do have here is we have ESL, which is English Language Learning Support. So those students are able to work with their ESL teacher and improving upon their vocabulary skills. So the ESL teacher, the art teacher, and the gen ed teacher were able to collaborate with one another and create this.
Super.
So, it was fantastic.
Tell me about yourself. Do you work in the school system year round?
I do. I'm actually an assistant principal at Kearney Academy.
Okay.
So this isn't my home school. But yes, I've been working in New Bedford since 2004. I was, not to go into me, but I was a school psychologist. And then I decided that I wanted to work more closely in the schools. And then I had the opportunity to work at Kearney Academy, and I felt very honored to get a chance to work in a school that, has been highlighted as an amazing school in the district.
It is. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, it was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you for having me.
One of the projects that went on today was a puppet show that we had a chance to see, and I'm with two of the stars of that show right now. Hi, what is your name?
Zuliani,
Zuliani? Okay, and your name?
Haley.
Haley, okay. Who can tell me, what's the name of this play? What was it all about?
It's Fox and Chip and a fox runner going a quiet boat ride.
Quiet Boat Ride?
Yeah.
Okay. And I see you have the book there, The Quiet Boat Ride, and there are other stories in there. What did this story, I mean, there was a chocolate cake involved. That got my attention. What was the story about?
The story was about Foxy and Chicky, and they were sharing a cake.
Okay. What kind of cake?
Chocolate cake.
Is that your favorite? Yeah. And what do you think? Was this a story about cake, or what was this story all about?
First, a story, a fox runner go on a boat ride, and then Chip said, "Can I come too?" And they come, and then Chip keep talking, and he's worried about sea monsters and pirates.
Sea monsters and pirates. Wow. Now, one of the words I heard your teacher say before this started was a D word, and it was all about something that Fox and Chick had, right? Can you remember that word? The dialogue?
Dialogue.
Right, because if I just did this whole show myself, that's called a monologue. But a dialogue is two people talking, right? And what did they talk about? Did they talk about the cake?
They talked about the cake, and they talked about Chick because he was scared to eat the whole entire cake.
Ooh, it's probably not good to eat the whole cake, is it?
Yeah, it's not good to eat the whole entire cake.
So it's a story about friendship, right?
Yeah. Chick said, "I can't eat a whole thing by itself. I get sick."
Right.
Then Fox said, "You have to share it. You don't get sick."
Oh, that's the secret. Right. So did you have fun with the play?
Yes.
Yeah. I see you've got your fox there. Can you show me your puppets? Hey, Fox and Chick. All right. I heard that you've been working on a lot of projects this summer. Is this one of your favorite ones?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we can do our puppets, and it was very interesting doing it.
Okay. And what grade are you going into?
Third grade.
And what school do you go to?
Taylor.
Taylor, okay. And what about you?
I go to Chronicle Elementary School.
Ah, so you had a chance to meet new friends.
Yes.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for talking to us.
You're welcome.
We're back again with Heidi Lima, and thank you so much. This has been such an eye-opener as to what goes on in the summertime and this is great project-based learning, right?
Absolutely. Thank you for coming. We do have another location with another program that we can go and check out as well at the Gomes School, which is literally attached right to this building.
I never knew that.
Yes, it's two schools within a school.
Okay.
Absolutely. And their program is funded through a grant from the Department of Education. It's the 21st Century Community Learning Centers grant. Their program runs a little bit longer. It's from 8 in the morning until 2:30, but it is also based on project-based learning.
Okay.
And they've got some really great stuff going on over there.
All right, let's go check it out.
Let's go.
Well, we went down the hall, and now we're at Gomes School, and we're visiting now with Nina Medeiros, who is the director of this 21st Century Summer Program.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
How do you explain this to people? Like, what do you do?
So this summer program has a huge focus on project-based learning. So what we have is our students in very small groups with 2 adults, and the teachers in these groups are building these project-based learning units organically. So they're developing these units and then implementing them in small groups so that the children are having the opportunity to engage in critical thinking skills, problem solving skills, trial and error, and touching on those standards in a creative way.
Now, one of the things I was talking to Heidi about was the fact that this really helps students who maybe are visual learners, right? Who learn, because we all learn in different ways.
Absolutely.
So project-based learning is a way It's kind of a way of like having fun, doing projects, and we're going to
Exactly.
teach you something while we do it, right?
Yes, it's almost kind of like hidden learning. The students are almost distracted by the hands-on part that they almost don't realize that they are learning standards like from the state. So it is kind of a way to get the kids really engrossed in what they're learning, but in a creative way. It's very, very much hands-on.
Okay. So how does this differ from what we saw at the Renaissance School? You have different ages?
So we have our program from pre-K, so entering kindergarten, up to 5th graders heading to middle school.
Okay. Okay. And what are they learning? I mean, it's project-based, but
Yes.
what are you trying to
So
accomplish?
what we're trying to accomplish here is just to get those students practicing those 21st century skills. We have students that are doing musical projects where they're doing some sound engineering. We have students that are developing plans to go camping. Not like they're really going to go camping, but they have to kind of take a real world problem and solve it. So we're giving them those life skills with our programming.
So what would you be teaching them when you're talking about going camping? We're going to go camping, let's organize this, right?
So for that particular project, it's really research based. So what they're doing is they're finding actual locations in New England that encompass camping. And they have to plan their project. They have to figure out what the weather's going to be like, the dates they're going to go, what camping materials they might need, what kind of wildlife they might encounter there, and how they can have a 2-day successful camping trip.
And don't forget the s'mores.
And don't forget the s'mores. The s'mores are definitely there.
Tell me about yourself. How long have you been involved in this program?
So I've been working in this program since I started here at Gomes. I started working here in 2015. And at first I was just teaching in the program. And this past year I was given the opportunity to take over as facilitator. So I decided to do that. And this is my first summer running this program.
Are you from New Bedford?
I do live here now. I was born here, but I lived a little bit in Rhode Island. Not too far away, but my roots are definitely here.
All right. Well, can we go see what the kids are doing?
Absolutely. Let's go check it out.
All right.
Great.
I've met two new friends today, and this is Ronald and Liliana, and thank you for talking to us. What school do you go to?
Gomes School,
Gomes School, and what grade are you in?
3rd grade.
Okay, going into third?
No, I'm going into 4th.
Going into fourth, okay. And what about you, Gomes School also? Mm-hmm. Going into fourth?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me something that you've had fun learning this summer?
I like fish camp, and
Can you tell me about fish camp?
yeah, we went on a boat, and we learned a lot about fish. We opened the squid,
Oh, wow.
and I also like to meet new friends.
Great. You had a chance to meet new friends. How about you, Liliana?
In this summer, I got to paint and do some activities with friends, and I also met new friends. And this weekend, I went to a water park, and it was really fun since it was summer.
Nice, nice. All right, so is this something you would recommend to other friends to maybe try this out next summer?
Yes.
Yes. Kept you busy, huh?
Yeah.
But you still had some summer fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you think when you saw that octopus? I mean, did some of the kids think it was gross?
Yeah, it was really sticky, and I like when it changed color.
How about you? Did you think it was gross or cool?
I think it was cool.
Cool. Do you like art? Is that something you do at home?
Yeah,
So what did you learn some new art techniques this summer?
yeah.
Like what?
It's more like how to sketch, and also to add some textures to art paintings.
Nice. You gonna keep it up?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for talking to us. Have a great day.
You too.
As we heard, the children are learning about camping, what you need to go camping, where to go camping, and they've done some fantastic dioramas, and there are many things. We're in a little campsite here. So I'm talking to my new friends. We have Daniele and we have Ian. And tell me, what have you learned about camping?
I learned about how to make s'mores, how to build a tent, and what you need is food, water, canteens, a sleeping bag, blankets, and that's all I have in mind.
That's quite a lot. Have you ever gone camping?
No.
Do you want to go camping?
Yes.
Has this program makes you think, have you wanted to go camping before you started this class?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so this just kind of really enforced that for you, huh? Ian, what about you? Have you ever been camping?
No.
No. Do you want to go camping?
Yeah.
Yeah? What are you going to bring if you go camping?
I'm going to bring blankets, water, food, s'mores, a tent, and that's it.
That's it. All right.
I mean a table too.
A table to have your meals on. That's a good idea,
And
right?
that's it.
What do you have to watch out for when you go camping? What do you have to beware of?
Bears?
Bears, yeah. So you don't want to leave your food out that might attract bears. Have you ever been camping?
No.
No. Is
Yeah.
it something you'd like to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is this that you have in your lap? You have your diorama, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you make that?
Yeah.
And that has a lot of interesting. I see you have a bug crawling out from under a rock.
Oh.
Probably going to find lots of bugs camping, huh?
Yeah.
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 Have you had fun this summer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this a program you'd recommend to other kids they should come and check out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was this one of your favorite classes?
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? What else have you liked this summer here at Gomes School?
I like that we got to do a lot of projects with food.
With food? A girl after my own heart. I like how you both said s'mores is one of the most important parts about it. Have you had a chance to eat s'mores in class? Not yet. Okay. I'll talk to somebody about that and make it happen, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. We have more camping experts with us here as we talk to students at the Gomes School. Now we have Malaya and also Emily. And you've got your dioramas here. Tell me, what did you put in your diorama?
I put like rocks and like a river. I painted a river, and I also like put turtles and stuff.
Do you like turtles?
Yes.
Do you have a turtle at home?
No, but my mom used to.
Did she? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. I think they eat lettuce, right? Lettuce or grass or stuff like that.
They like eating vegetables, and they also eat beetles and fruit.
Look at that. Have you ever been camping?
No.
No. Do you want to after things you've learned in this class?
Yes.
Yes. And what would you bring on your camping trip?
I would bring my pet dog, and I would bring like my mom and my dad and my 5 brothers and my 2 sisters.
Wow. What's your dog's name?
Mocha.
Mocha? All right. Emily, what about you? What is in your diorama?
In my diorama, there's some s'mores and marshmallows, and a beanbag and some rocks, and some people with the campfire.
Have you ever been camping yourself?
No.
Is this something you'd like to try?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sleeping out under the stars, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun. What would you bring on a camping trip?
I will bring a bear box
Oh, what do you need that for?
to save all my food.
Okay. Keep it away from the bears.
Yeah, and a beanbag and a tent and some marshmallows and cookies and chocolate.
Chocolate, you gotta have that for the s'mores, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever had s'mores?
No.
No? How about you? Have you had s'mores?
Yes.
Yes. Is it one of your favorites?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite part of the s'more? I like the chocolate.
I like the marshmallow.
Yeah.
I like the marshmallow like nice and melted.
Okay, see, there's a big debate about whether or not you let it catch on fire and get black or just a little brown. I like a little brown.
I like when it like the top of it is like brown.
Okay.
I like it when it's pretty toasted.
See, here we're discussing serious stuff here. We're discussing how to cook a marshmallow. So, all right. Have you had fun this summer?
Yes.
Yeah. What about you? What have you enjoyed about summer here at the Gomes School? Camping and
I will like do projects and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, and build my diorama.
Nice. Well, thank you for taking time to talk to us. Enjoy the rest of your summer. So what is the purpose of water play?
So we have specialist blocks where our kids go to different activities, and one of them is water play. And it's literally just a chance for the kids to be kids. It's summer, it's hot. We provide them with slip and slides, water balloons, sprinklers, and we let them have a great time outside so they can cool off and just let kids be kids.
So there's really no focused learning here. It's just be a kid.
Be a kid, have fun.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's no written curriculum, there's no lesson plan that goes along with it. It's just giving the kids some time to have some fun, get wet, laugh, be with their friends, and just enjoy summer as summer should be.
And I suppose those that are overseeing water play, they don't mind playing in water all day either.
No, they don't mind at all. It gives the teachers also a chance to cool off a little bit. And I've spoken to teachers, and they just love seeing the kids running around with big smiles on their faces and just having a ton of fun.
We've had a great day here at the Gomes School and the Renaissance School, seeing what goes on during the summer, and it just backs up my point that there are so many people doing great work for the kids here in New Bedford. Thank you for joining us. Our thanks to the folks who invited us out to cover the events here, and we'll see you next time on another edition of Classroom Chronicle.